coming at you hungover AF in a studio with lights that are way too bright. It's the Wild Card with Erin Fish.
Hello and welcome to the Wild Card. I'm your host, Erin Fish. Monday night was officially the end of March Madness, with Villanova facing off against Michigan in the NCAA Men's Basketball Championship. Villanova defeated the Wolverines 79-62 behind Dante DiVincenzo's 31 points. Look out, Carson Wentz. There's a new Ginger Jesus taking over Philly. Over on the women's side, Notre Dame's Arike Ogunbowale hit back-to-back game-winning shots to secure their second national title. Her March Mamba mentality captivated most of America and left Kara Lawson looking for answers.
Ogunbowale for the win. Good! Arike Ogunbowale wins the national championship for Notre Dame.
Baseball officially started this past week, and it's a joke in itself that the Yankees have Giancarlo Stanton on their roster. I am so pumped. He's already jacked 2 home runs in their season opener, and the only downside to that was John Sterling's home run call.
Swung on and drilled to deep right center field. It is high, it is far, it is gone! It is first Yankee at bat. Giancarlo non si può stopparlo. It is a Stantonian home run, a 2-run blaster right center in his first Yankee at bat, and the Yankees take a 2-0 lead.
Sterling, the guy hit 59 home runs last year. You're just complicating things. The best part is, Stan isn't even Italian. Jason Derulo sang the national anthem at the Miami Marlins opening day. He was really the Marlins' second choice, but this kid couldn't get out of school.
I don't know what I do. All I do is say, oh, that last song did you say goodbye.
The 76ers have now won 10 straight games thanks to the return of #1 draft pick Markelle Fultz. Despite the explosive success, Fultz and Joel Embiid put their heads together and thought of a way to ensure Philly fans this is still the Sixers they've known to appreciate over the years. Keep trusting the process, guys. And finally, the Masters will begin this weekend, and everyone will be following Tiger Woods to see if he can win one last green jacket. Vegas put him as the odds-on favorite to win, solely as a play to get all the money back that they lost from this year's March Madness tournament. On today's show, we are joined by the incredibly talented Noah Eagle, aka Ian Eagle's son.
Yep, first time I've ever heard that one, actually, Erin. That's very original.
Welcome, Noah.
Thank you so much. Glad to be here.
So you are basically Newhouse's superstar.
Okay, sure.
After this semester. I mean,
no arguments from me, if that's what you want to call me.
You pretty much blew up after your trip down to Miami, where you were on national television. Mm-hmm. Did you know that was going to happen?
I mean, I had a sense that it might, just based on the fact that it was me and my dad doing the same game together, and it was something that people had always said growing up to me. What if you get to do a game with your dad? I'm like, that'll never happen. So when he was assigned that Syracuse versus Miami basketball game, it was something that I said, wow, I need to see what I can do to try to get myself there. So I talked to Sean Salisbury, the sports director at AER. He made it happen, and then from there, it just kind of took off. I never really thought it was going to be as big as it really was, but no complaints from me, honestly.
Now, there was an article by Richard Deitch in Sports Illustrated, and then you got down to the game, and CBS orchestrated an interview with your dad before the game. What was that like?
It was interesting. First of all, may I say that I was one of the last pieces that Richard Deitch did for Sports Illustrated. Let's just get that on the record right there.
Pretty cool.
So, yeah, I mean, I feel like I contributed to him saying, I can do better. Let's just put that on the record. The interview was interesting. I got to Miami, and my dad said, I think CBS wants you rather to interview me. And I said, okay, what should I be asking you? And he said, I have no idea what they want. And I said, okay, when is it? He goes, I have no idea. So it ended up being right before tip-off, and I sit down in the chair, similar to this, and they put a little IFB in, and I say, guys, what do you want me to ask him? And they said, whatever you want.
Anything.
3 to 5 minutes, go for it. So we just had a normal conversation, and that was the result. It was
All right,
fun.
well, we actually have the clip, so let's take
Oh,
a look
boy.
at it.
Welcome to the Watsco Center in beautiful and sunny Coral Gables, Florida. I'm Noah Eagle, joined by a very special guest in Jan? I'm sorry.
You don't know
what is
my
it?
name?
What's the first name?
It's Ian. It's just like Brian. You take the BR off. We've been through this. You're my son. You know
Right.
my name.
Very original, of course, yes. Ian Eagle of CBS Sports. And Ian, let's start with this. How long have you been calling college basketball?
It's going to be my 21st NCAA tournament. How many years have you actually been on Earth?
It's weird, 21 years. Yeah.
Wow, that's
It matches up well.
It's coincidental,
strange.
isn't it?
Very, very coincidental. It's 21 years. You've called a couple Syracuse games over
Yeah.
the years. A grad of Syracuse in 1990. What's that like, calling a game for your alma mater?
well. I go right down the middle. I think you're familiar with this.
Yeah.
It's not a situation where you can show your allegiance. So once the game starts, it's business as usual. But that first time I called the Syracuse game as a member of the CBS Sports staff, a little bit emotional, just based on
Absolutely.
my background, but from here on out, it's professionalism all the way.
Now you have a very distinct look. I will say that.
Excuse me?
You have the wiry frame glasses there.
Yeah. What's your
a nice
point?
suit. I just want to know who inspires that look exactly. Who would you say you look at as inspiration for your fashion?
Wait, so your point is that you've copyrighted this look?
No.
and I took this look from you.
Now I'm asking the questions here. You're not asking any questions. I just want to know who inspires your look overall. It's a good look. I'm complimenting the look.
Thanks. I mean, I have a side part. I have hard glasses like
Right.
you do. I'll go on record and I'll just say it. You actually started with those glasses, and then you encouraged me to change
Yeah.
my look. So if America needs to know, yes, Noah started the look. I jumped on his bandwagon, basically.
Yeah, I figured we'd get that out there. You know, elephant in the room, but that's okay.
Yeah. Who brought you into this world? Maybe
Right.
that's the larger question.
Right.
That
We're not
we should
giving
look
credit
at.
to my mother, I feel like. She needs to get credit. Elisa out there definitely needs some credit. You know, you also have a daughter at Syracuse University. I'm not sure if you knew that.
I do know
Who
that.
are you more proud of, her or me?
Oh, that's a tough one. How long is this interview? I'd like to maybe fill some time until I have to actually
Yeah.
answer that. I'm proud of both of you equally. That's Erin Eagle, who's a freshman at Syracuse.
sorry?
Erin Eagle, E-R-I-N.
Gotcha.
I would tell you she'll never watch this interview, by the way.
Yeah, probably not. Last question for you. I like this jacket. Any chance that this might be my size?
What size are
this
you?
on? I don't want to reveal that to the public, but
Yeah.
maybe try this on.
How about not? How about maybe work a few more years and see if you can.
All right, I get it. Work my way up. That's fine. Thank you for
Maybe
your
try the
time.
jacket on
Thank
down
you
the
for your
road.
time, first of all. And
Great.
second of all, enjoy the game. Enjoy the broadcast.
No, thank you, and clean your room.
Yeah, understandable. I've heard that too many times. I've heard it many times. All right.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was fun. We had a good time. It was just us having a conversation. That's it.
That's great. So, Noah, one thing that I love about you that when we've gotten to know each other over the past year that you told me that I think is pretty cool is that people don't necessarily know about you is that you maybe don't want to follow in your dad's footsteps and that you might want to go the entertainment route.
Yeah, it's really something that I've been battling with throughout my first few years at school, just because I do love pop culture and I do love movies, television, music. So when I was younger, my mom was always like, "You should be the next Ryan Seacrest," and I was like, "Mom, was that a short joke?" And she's like, "No, I swear." So you know, it's something that I'm gonna have to decide probably within the next few years, but I'm always a work in progress. I always will be. So if I decide one thing, who knows that 5 years later I won't change? We don't know.
You'll figure it out. You'll be
Yeah,
successful
I
either
hope so.
way.
I'm glad you believe in me.
I don't doubt it. All right. Well, the cool thing about Noah and I is we have awesome last names.
Yeah,
Aaron Fish, Noah Eagle.
mine might be a little better, but it's okay.
We always go back and forth on who is the better animal. We did the orange versus white game earlier this year, and we had to battle it out on who was going to win. So that was pretty fun.
My team won, just for the record.
His team did win. It was kind of embarrassing. But we have a fun game plan today. Our producer, Yvonne Trezak, made a list of exotic fish and bird names.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and we have to guess.
You're really in for a rough day because exotic fish and bird names is my specialty.
Oh, it's your forte? All right, well, I have no clue, so it could be
Good.
rough. It could be rough for me.
I know you're competitive too.
I
so
am
I'm
very
I'm
competitive.
gonna really rub it in your face when
Yes.
I win.
All right. So I made these cute little
Yeah, I
bird
have.
and fish
Wonderful.
little guys. So
Look at this.
yep. So it's on, Noah Eagle. Let's
I'm
do
ready
this.
to go.
All right, Iman. Let's hear him.
Number 1, budgie.
A budgie. Not even a question.
Bird.
Oh, brutal. That's a brutal start, but we recover.
Budgie.
We recover. It's a clear mind.
Number 2, comet.
Yeah, I gotta go with the fish on that. Yeah. All right. Fair enough. Are you sure you haven't seen these ahead of time? by the
I'm
way?
sure I didn't cheat.
I don't know any. If there's no tomfoolery here,
I did not cheat.
Saddleback clown. Fish.
I didn't cheat. I'm just this smart.
Mm.
Tahitian squirrel. Fish.
Oh,
Dang it.
brutal.
Conure. Bird.
So you're up by
I'm
one, right?
4 for 4 right now.
4 for 5. You just missed on the last one.
Oh,
I'm
4
keeping score. I'm 3 for 5. We're right back.
You're
we're,
right.
We're one back.
Now I'm trying to cheat.
Yeah.
Rainbow lorikeet. Bird.
Oh.
Ah!
I need to go against you just to catch up at this point.
Powder blue surgeon. Fish.
I can't get it wrong. That's the thing.
Quetzal.
This sounds like a pretzel.
We have a great, great naming process in the bird family.
Hoopoe.
I'm sorry? God bless you. Oh.
I feel like I'm just putting up.
Blue gudgeon.
Lou what?
Blue gudgeon.
Blue
No,
gudgeon.
it's not like a man in the mafia. Let's go. Let's get that. Tie it up.
What's the score?
We're tied up. That's all I
No,
know.
we're not. I'm still ahead one. I
No,
think.
we are tied up. I'm guaranteeing you. Yeah.
They don't pay me enough to keep score.
Oh, Yvonne.
Moorish idol.
I'm sorry?
Moorish idol.
Sounds like a terrible beer. Oh,
Yeah.
brutal.
I think I'm up one.
Brindled madtum. Fish.
Could have been big.
Kingfishers.
All right, well that's got to be, yeah.
Kingfish, yeah, because they fish.
Right. You're telling me that
eat the
eagles
fish.
eat the fish. So
Yes.
you're just admitted that the eagle is better than the fish.
Not necessarily better. They're just mean.
They're just more dominant.
Bird.
Oh,
That
crusher.
sounded like a fish.
Yeah.
Floretian.
Yeah.
Fish. Wife.
Bird.
Let's go.
Sorry, fish.
Oh, brutal. You la-la landed me.
Speaking of La La Land, moon eye.
Wow, that's just a salt in the wound.
Fish.
Oh, you're crushing me at this point.
Yeah, I think I'm winning.
You're
but
up by
I don't,
you're up by at least
At
one
least
or two.
two.
Yeah, I'd say
4
two.
left.
Oh.
Saint Helena clover. Bird.
Crusher.
You guys started out real small, real strong, but shoebill.
Shoebill?
Shoe bill.
It sounds like one of those stores that like you don't pay a lot for the shoes.
Bird.
You see, I would have
I
thought
think
bird
I'm
equals wealth.
quite a bit.
Fish does not.
4-spine stickleback.
That really sounds
it
like
has
a
a
fish. That sounds like a fish.
It is a fish.
Yeah.
And finally, cococo.
Cuckoo. It makes the noise.
Cococo? Who comes up with these names? Brutal. There's
That's
only
gotta
one
be
bird
it.
that matters, and that's the eagle, and we all know it.
That's gotta be it.
It is it. You won. I concede.
Thank you.
You tie up the overall challenge if that makes you feel any better. I will
But-
still,
Birds still dominate in
in the wild.
In the wild, they do.
As long as you admit that.
They do.
Yeah.
But I mean, in the real world, I win. So.
This is the real world?
Yes.
Yeah, we do have a beautiful set, everything, so
Yes.
that's not shocking that you would feel that way.
All right, well, thank you very much, Noah, for being on the show today.
Thanks
I
for
really
having me.
appreciate it.
This was fun.
Thanks for tuning in. Join us next time on The Wild Card.